Okay, we're going to do January financials and some changes that have happened. I made a few changes just for convenience sake. It was more convenient to do things that way. But let's get right into it, shall we? This is a year that needs no introduction. All right, so January was an interesting month, just like December. There was a lot of movement and a couple things happened. So everything up here is pretty standard up until we get to this point. This is again the liquidation of some shares that I had at the company I used to work for. And I'm looking at this number and I was looking at this number and I'm like, that's a funny number. See, 420.69. 97 420.69. Amazing. Okay, so the income or for this month is very high. It is six figures, 8 figures if you count the figures after the dot. Expenses are pretty standard: rent, health, groceries, insurance, subscriptions, dining out, transport, all pretty much standard. I did end up paying a little bit of fees. I wonder what that was for. What were the fees for? Oh, there was a foreign transaction fee. Okay, I remember now what it was. All right. Yeah. Okay, and then the other is very high, because there were 2 bets that became due. I'm still not sure that I should have paid those because, well, things are still developing and that might change, but we'll see what happens. We shall see. I don't know. Who knows? And then I made a little change here. I put this a recurring subtitle, not subtitle, for the expenses that are not really going to change that much, right? So everything is above this line is reoccurring, right? It doesn't really change month after month. And then from the savings ledger, as money starts to come from the savings allocations, I'm going to put that down here. And then the total is going to be this plus that, right? Net income for the year, or for the month rather, was 92,513, which is pretty nice. And then we bring that down here to the net income and do the adjustments. Got a lot more cash back. I'm almost done liquidating the entire balance of my ultimate rewards on Chase, so that's nice. It's getting there. It's almost done now. I think there's maybe $200 or $300 left. Reimbursements, pretty standard. New debt, that much. Debt servicing, that much. And investing. The next video, we're going to do this. We're going to fill in something here for this month. Now it's February. It's February 1st right now. So we are going to start putting some numbers into here. We're going to do that in the very next video. Okay. So net cash flow for the month of January is 94,588. All right. So we're going to go over here to the balance sheet. Now, nice February 1st. So it's pretty standard. I just got all the asset accounts up here. There's the sum of all the assets. And then, I mean, why is it like that? I think maybe go like that. No. I don't know which one looks better or not. And then liability is all the same thing, right? I just copied it over. So nothing really special or, mind-blowingly different here. Same stuff. So net worth is there. It's down about 5 or 4.5K from last month. Okay, so that's it. That's pretty much all that's happened there. We'll go into the savings ledger. And I've actually moved this into YNAB. All right, so we're going to go into YNAB real quick, but let me first check the debt snowball here, and I think it's updated. Yep, it's updated completely. So there's not much to do here. It's just kind of boringly chugging along. It's going to be the same thing for many months. All right, but let's go into the savings ledger because I moved it into YNAB here. All right, so go into here, and then this is for February. Okay, so there's the KISS categories. We we have the cash flow tracking and the credit card payment. So the savings ledger is now just a whole category group. And I put all the stuff in there that was on the sheet previously. I just put it all in here. And the amounts for them are just the available amounts. So, right, so the emergency fund, for example, is, 3-month emergency fund. That's 7,500 should be in there. Debt payoff, 7,000, RF, and so on and so forth, right? The way that I get these numbers in here is by going to whenever I add them, let's say I want to add a new thing, example goal or something. Can't type when people look, right? And then I want to put in, $55 for it. I just put the 55 in there, and then it comes as the available. And then as I go into the next month, let's say it becomes March, then that number just carries over to the next one. And let's say that in March, I spend the money from this category, then it'll come out, subtract there. And when I'm done with it, I can just hide it kind of nicely like that, right? So I think I used the example of become a lord, right? I didn't want to become a lord, so I'm just going to hide that and cancel it. And if I ever want to get it back, it's down there. Okay. All right. So the way that this works now is a little nicer because I don't have to update the spreadsheet every time. So this month spent from the scooter allocation money. So when I get the transaction, I just categorize it as as this, right? And put it in there, and that's pretty much what it is. And then the amount is subtracted from the available. And now I see that I still have some available, so I can either decide, well, I'm good, I'll just return the money to back where it came from. Then it goes back up here to be budgeted. Or I can say okay, I got some more or whatever, and I don't know, works pretty good to me. So that's it. That's about it, guys. Financials, after a while, they become very easy to update. Like if I didn't have to manually input all the transactions for one of my accounts because YNAB is having import issues, it would have taken 5 minutes to do, or less even. But because I had to enter the transactions manually here, it took 20 minutes. All right. So that's it. That's really it. I don't have anything else. So yeah. See you again for February. See you in the next video we're going to start doing some investments. That's why you might have noticed, I have these two things here. I noticed that for last year, I can still contribute a little bit to Roth IRA. I can contribute that much. I did a little bit earlier in the year before I started the series. And then for this year, we can contribute 6,000. So I put 6,000 as the target for this item on the savings ledger. All right. So cool. That's it. See you. Bye.